rebel dogs, heroic tales of trusty hounds by Kimberly Hamilton. Why do dogs do that? Quiz answers. 1. Why do dogs eat grass? No one really knows for sure. Only a small number of dogs vomit because of eating grass. Plus, grass can be rather tasty and gives them something to do. Experts suggest that about 79% of dogs do it. But why? Truth is, we don't really know for sure. 2. Why do dogs tilt their heads? C. Both. To look cute and to hear better. Tilting their heads can help dogs pick up sounds coming up from different directions. And if humans find them cute and reward them with attention or a treat, they are likely to do it again. 3. Why do dogs bark in their sleep? A. They are dreaming. Scientists have studied dogs' brain waves while they sleep and have confirmed they do, in fact, dream, just like humans. 4. Why do dogs eat poop? C. Both. They lack a certain nutrient and or its extent. It can be tidied up to keep predators away, or it might be a physical reason, like a lack of vitamin B. But whatever the reason is gross. Why do dogs lick people? It's a form of canine communication, like in a huge part of canine communication. They do it to say, I like you, I'm hungry, or simply, hey, I'm here. 6. Why do dogs wag their tails? To communicate. A dog's tail is a fantastic communications tool if you know how to read it. A wagging tail doesn't necessarily mean a dog is happy. It could also signal distress and aggression. A dog's facial expression and ear position can tell you a lot too. 7. Why do dogs bird things? To avoid attracting predators. For a dog, living start out in the open is risky to attack predators. Even though dogs are now domesticated pets, they still have a natural instinct to dig and bury things. So this book has a lot of information. You can also find a lot of in these books and these websites. About the author. Kimberly Hamilton used to live in sunny southern California and now lives in misty northern Scotland with her fiancé, John, and 4 cats. She has written all sorts of things over the years, including travel brochures, screenplays, websites, and sorts of things over the years, and teaching materials. She is passionate about animals and loves to write entertaining non-fiction books for curious minds. Kimberly has a Master of Fine Arts degree in screenwriting from the University of California, Los Angeles.
We have Russians attacking our infrastructure, so our planes, our military forces protecting us. But Marta reads because she is a schoolgirl, a student, so it's what she can do.
Los Angeles and a Master of Science degree in Creative and Cultural Communication from the University of Art Breeden. She shares her latest adventures and photos in her travel and lifestyle blog, The Hippie Chick's Guide to the Highlands, KimberlyHamilton.co.uk. Also by Kimberly, Rebel Cats, Brave Tales of Feisty Felines. Kimberly wishes to thank her feline companions, Elsa and Whiskas, for keeping a smile on her face during the writing of this book. Elsa, personal assistant, Whiskas, mouser-in-chief. About the illustrators. Alvinian. Ali is a designer and illustrator. She graduated from the Rhode Island School of Design with a degree in illustration and English, and has worked for several companies, both on a full-time and freelance basis. Illustrations, Juffy and Rico. Andrew Gardner. Andrew grew up with 4 cats and a lifetime doodler, drawing from childhood. After a decade of working as a designer and art director, he decided to pursue his passion for illustrations and storytelling. Illustrations, Tarot and Giro, and Antis. Becky Davis. Becky is a British illustrator currently living and working in the beautiful town of Chepstow, Wales, with her partner. She graduated from the University of Gloucestershire with a first-class BA Honours Illustrations. Illustrations, Ashley Whippet and Nipper. Charlotte Archer. Unfortunate enough to secure a job with Lovely Greetings, Hot Company at the age of 18, Charlotte became a self-taught illustrator and a designer. More than 15 years on, she is delighted to be working as firmly established full-time freelance illustrator. Illustrations, various images, globally. Emma Jane. Emma Jane is an illustrator from the beautiful country of Cheshire, in the UK's northwest. She likes to work both digitally and traditionally, usually starting off by painting with gouache, using ink and colored pencils, then finishing off in Photoshop. Illustrations, Fortune and Titina. Holly Stanley. Holly is a freelance children's author and illustrator based in the northeast of England. She loves to work by hand using a variety of different media, including watercolor, pencil, and different printing processes. Illustrations, Smoking Arrow. Hugh Skip. Born and raised in Taiwan, Hui graduated with a sculpture and fine art degree. Hui is passionate about animals, from the tiny termites to giant humpback whales dancing in the Pacific Ocean. Illustrations, author and station gem. Jessica Smith. Jessica is a graduate from Flinders University and is currently living in a small town near Oxford. She enjoys working conceptually, so scale and perspective play a large role within it. The images that she makes, illustrations, Jock and Rin Tin Tin. Katie Wilson. Katie lives and works in an old railway house in the beautiful South Island of New Zealand. She creates for both adults and children, and her illustrations are sweet and cheerful with a handmade feel. Illustrations, Bobby and Togo. Lily Rossiter. Lily is an illustrator, caricaturist, and all-time lover of patterns and picture books. Her work is naive and quirky with a charming, playful twist. Illustrations, Brandy and Swansea Jack. Michelle Hirt. Michelle is an author, illustrator, and graphic designer. Her work has been showcased in numerous editorial pieces. Michelle was nominated for the Best Illustrator in 2015 award for an editorial piece she did for Completely London magazine. Illustrations, Leica and Tracker. Nan Lawson. Nan is a glasses-wearing, coffee-drinking illustrator based in Los Angeles. Here she lives with her husband, daughter, and 2 chubby cats. He has had clients in both in the publishing world and television industry. Illustrations, Caesar and Sergeant Stubby. Olivia Holden. Olivia was born and raised in a small village in Lancashire. Following her degree, Olivia continues to develop her love for print and illustration, creating her own works for textiles, books, and stationery. Illustrations, Han and Robert. Rachel Elsa. Rachel works from a little studio in her home in Lancashire. She finds inspiration in nature and loves to include plants and animals in her illustrations. She spent her early years living in Japan, and the culture continues to influence her work today. Colors made her happy, the brighter the better. Illustrations, Hachiko and Marie. Rachel Sanson. Rachel is an illustrator from the north of England. She graduated from the University of Lincoln with a degree in illustration after studying for 3 years in a little studio perched on top of a hill. Illustrations, Judy and Pompey. Risa Rodel. Risa is a designer, illustrator, and lettered who channels her whimsical side into delightful illustrations. She brings her designs to life through digital magic and striking color palettes. She describes her style as a vibrant mixture of bright colors with a touch of whimsy and modern retro. Illustrations, Kawa. Sam Lomans. Sam studied illustrations at the Academy of Arts in Rotterdam in 2005 and art of design at the Hertfordshire University in 2011. She runs her own design business, which includes illustrations, graphic designs, photography, photos, product designs, and writing children's books. Illustrations, Buddy and Sally and Janet.
Okay. I think that's all. Just got that. And what can you say? So these are the last pages of the book.
Yes.
Don't go.
Oh.
Right. So thank you, Marta, first of all,
you,
because
Kimberly.
to read in these times for children, it's not a pleasant thing. It's not a good pastime. It's just a duty that your father, that is me, thought it would be necessary to perform. So the duty of reading, the duty of keeping the peaceful world, and the duty of keeping the surroundings safe and peaceful. And also thank you, Kimberly, and all those who were included in making this book, Rebel Dogs, Heroic Tales of Trusty Hounds, and another book that Kimberly sent us. And you read these two books in summer and in autumn, so September, and we started even the beginning of the half past of October.
Yes.
And thanks to our military forces, to our soldiers, to humans who protect us. Today Russians struck our energy power station about 20 miles from our city. They target civilian structures. They just like looters, plunderers, murderers. They are not warriors, but our Ukrainian soldiers are real protectors, warriors. Thank you very much, and thanks to all Ukrainians. We are the nation, and we are becoming even stronger. We mourn our losses, but we will survive, and we will make the world survive too. Thank you very much.